Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Peachy and this is Plant and Style. So it's been a while since I've uploaded. Life as a mom can get very busy, but plants always have a way of bringing me back to center. So today I am sharing my top 10 favorite Hoyas of September. So these are the ones that brought me the most happiness this month, whether it's the crazy foliage, the surprise blooms, or just the peaceful therapy of seeing steady growth. Let's cozy up, relax, and count them down together, starting with number 10. Number 10 is this gorgeous Hoya heuschkeliana Variegata. Look at how long it is now. Oh my god, I started this with this 5 or 6 leaves. I'll insert a photo over here. And I got this back in, I believe, 2022. And I paid $25 for that little tiny leaf. But it's all worth it now. Look at it. Look at that. I cannot believe how gorgeous this is, right? This plant is a real showstopper and it carries a fascinating backstory too. Hoya heuschkeliana was first described in 1989 by botanist Robert Dale Kloppenberg. It's native to the Philippines, especially the island of Luzon, where I'm from. And its natural habitat, it grows as an epiphyte. That means it climbs on trees, uses their bark for support, and draws moisture from the air and rain. The variegated form, like this one, adds a beautiful, beautiful twist. The leaves become a tapestry of colors: creamy white, soft yellow, light greens, sometimes splashes of deeper green. Every leaf is a little different, which is part of the charm. Because of that variegation, it becomes a plant that doesn't just sit in the background, right? It really becomes a piece of living art, in my opinion, anyway. So the foliage is thick, slightly curved, and leathery, almost succulent in how the leaves hang with substance. In bright indirect light, you'll sometimes see hints of red on the edges or undersides of the leaves. That's often a response to light intensity or sun stressing, and it's totally natural. Actually, I have videos about all my sun stressing Hoyas. Do check that out. Let's talk about its blooms. It's tiny, bell-shaped, rosy pink, and the smell is something like buttered popcorn. I cannot believe it when I actually experience it. It is so charming. I am growing mine in pond. Obviously, if you're new here, most of my Hoyas are growing in ponds or semi-hydroponic. And it loves it. So far, so good. I mean, I have propagated this once because I was trying to make it fuller on the top right here. But unfortunately, the propagations are taking a little longer to get bushier because the main plant is really taking up all the nutrients for the rest of the plant, and it surely does need it anyway. As you can see with all of these foliage, I cannot believe how beautiful this has grown for me. I highly recommend it 100%. If you want all that beautiful colors and sun stressing, it definitely requires a lot more light than normal. Although I did have this in ambient condition before and it was fine. The new leaves will still be pink, but not as bright red like so. And I did move this in this greenhouse for that reason, because I wanted to see more colors. And as you can see by the blooms that it has right now, I think it has like 4 or 5 buds and blooms all together. So that is just an indication that it is quite happy where it's at. So it hangs actually over here. I'm gonna show you where it lives now. So right here, so it gets dappled sunlight like so, and it gets good airflow as well, since it's right in front of my window. And I also have a mister up top that runs for 5 minutes every single day, and it likes it, it loves it. I totally recommend this plant. You guys should have one as well, because it's beautiful and you're gonna love it. Coming in at number 9 on my top 10 Hoya favorites this month is the incredible Hoya Elephant, also known as AH027. I know you've seen this guy over and over, but I'm here because I wanted to update you guys on how full it is now. Remember when it was just this leaf? When I first showed this plant to you guys, it started with this mother leaf right here. A little burnt actually down here at the bottom. That was my fault, my bad, I'm sorry. And it can sun stress, which was a real surprise for me back when it happened. And this was my favorite leaf of all time right here because of its splashy and really beautiful shape, and it's also very bumpy, right? So this plant has served me well, and it still is serving. Check out its newest leaf, where actually this one at the bottom right here is its newest leaf, but it hasn't fully expanded yet. This is a fully expanded leaf of the one before it, and as you can see, it is massive. It is bigger than its original mother leaf. And to add just a little backstory of how it's got its name, so it's an open-pollinated seedling from Thailand, which means the parentage is unknown. So the elephant comes from its huge ear-like leaves. This plant was part of a group of seedlings grown by Pacharawalai, a well-known Thai grower. A visiting collector nicknamed 4 standout plants: Pricktie, Mano, Yen Yen, and Elephant, and the name just stuck. So while we don't know its exact parents, we do know that collectors, myself included, love it for its dramatic foliage and unique backstory. How can you not love elephant, right? Look at that. Ginormous leaf, and succulent as well. So cool. Just so cool. Let's talk about how I'm caring for this beast. So obviously it's in pond and in semi-hydroponics as well. And as you can see, the roots all around are nice and happy and white. That's how you can tell how healthy the roots are. And of course, we have a new leaf right here. That is a new leaf that is emerging, and that is gonna get bigger, and I'm gonna have to help it navigate through this trellis, because otherwise it's gonna get deformed for sure if it hits one of the trellises. But that's okay, it will still be fine. It will grow however shape it's gonna grow, right? But other than that, it's really healthy. I have propagated it once. I took a top cut and I gifted it to my dear friend, gifted it back to her, because this is actually a cutting from her as well. And unfortunately, her mother plant died or rotted, so she wanted another cutting from this specimen. So hopefully it survived for her. But anyhow, number 9, beautiful, still love of my life, love of my Hoya life, Hoya AH027, or the Hoya Civi Elephant. Coming in at number 8 is this stunning Hoya Mitrata Silver. It used to be known in collections as species Buntak Silver. So this rare plant hails from Borneo, and what makes it unforgettable are its thick, velvety leaves dusted with a shimmering silver sheen. The foliage almost looks frosted under the light, and sometimes with the right lighting situation, you can get this silver colors become pink or even purple in color, which is so beautiful in my opinion. I love it so much, and it is such a fast grower as well. I actually have a few propagations that are available and I'm going to sell pretty soon. And yeah, I love it. I got this one from Woohoo Tropicals back in the day, and like I said, it has grown so well for me. I started this with 2 or 3 leaves, I believe, and it tends to cluster up as well, especially if you secure its tendril. So it tends to push out long tendrils if it doesn't have trellis. So, but as soon as you, hi, oh, we have a butterfly visitor. Hi, mom. I think it's mommy trying to visit me. But anyways, yeah, I highly recommend it. It is a great, profitable plant if you're into propagation or selling. If you want to make a little bit of cash here and there for cuttings, this is a fast grower for that, I think. So I'm gonna show you actually some of the propagations that I've made so that you can have an idea on how well they grow. So this is one of them right here. So it grew this 2 sets of leaves on top right there, and it's beautifully sun stressed as well. So I have it growing in coco coir perlite, but I added some pon on top just to stabilize the perlite, because sometimes when you water it perlite, because it's lightweight, it tends to come up to the top, so we don't want that. So this one as well, as you can see, it's grown this set from the top as well, and it's a bit deformed because of how it expanded as a baby leaf, but these 2 are ready and they are numbered 74 and 75, and that's how much grown propagations that I have for sale really soon. But anyhow, number 8, Hoya Mitrata Silver, formerly known as Buntak Silver. Beautiful indeed. At number 7, we have this Hoya Madara Green Edge. This variety is a unique selection of Hoya Carnosa Madara, first circulated in Japan and later spread among collectors in Southeast Asia and Europe. What sets it apart is the green border framing its creamy white centers, giving each leaf a painted 2-tone look, right? Because it has more green than heavily white forms, it's a stronger and faster grower while still carrying that beautiful Madara variegation. Collectors love it because no 2 leaves look exactly the same, which is one of the many reasons why I love variegated plants myself. Each growth feels like a surprise. Hoya Madara Green Edge at number 7. So how I am caring for mine is again in pond, and as you can see, it's already grown out into the reservoir, which is fine. It actually adds as a, instead of having a wick rope, you no longer need a wick rope because it's has its roots directly getting nutrients from the reservoir, so it helps if anything. Although some Hoyas don't like their roots constantly wet, so you still need to keep an eye on your Hoyas for the ones that tend to dislike that, you know. I grew this from 2 leaves. These are the 2 leaves initially right here. I got mine locally, although I still had it shipped because it's still a little far from me. I got this from Sai's Treasures, if I'm not mistaken. Sai, thank you so much. Look, it's grown quite a bit, and it's also doing the cluster in each node, which is really, really cool. It makes it look really full as well. So, and yeah, so it likes to continuously have water in the reservoir. I've not let this one dry out. And that's the thing about, you know, having roots like this that's constantly sitting in water. You don't want it to all of a sudden not have water around them, you know, and that's how they dry rot. That causes the inconsistent watering, which some plants actually hate. So yeah, again, number 7, Hoya Madara Green Edge. I'm very excited to grow this one in my collection. Number 6 is its sibling. This is the breathtaking Hoya Madara Snow Angel. Oh, I'm spilling. This is a heavily variegated form of Hoya Carnosa Madara, also originating from Japan. It earned the name Snow Angel because of its bright white variegation that looks frosted, almost like snow, resting on the leaves, you know. With so little green, it's a much slower grower compared to the green edge, but its leaves are incredibly dramatic. Each one feels like a living piece of art. This cultivar has become highly sought after in the collector world for its angelic appearance and rarity. And I am so happy I was able to snag this one from Cactus and Exotics, and I am so happy because I wasn't gonna get it from anywhere else, because with Cactus and Exotics, I'm confident that my expensive plant is going to grow for me. It's not gonna die for me because it's already established. It has great substrate. It is in soil, which is usually not my thing, not my growing medium, but if it's soil or substrate from Cactus and Exotics, I definitely keep it in there for as long as possible. Like, I will not replace the substrate until it's ready for a repot, which in Hoya's case usually takes a long time. But yeah, it's already grown 4 leaves for me. I believe the top 4 leaves, and they're mostly super variegated like so, but it seems like it holds on to its variegation quite well. It doesn't brown like most variegated plants do when they have highly variegated plants like this. I am in love. Oh my god, is it worth it? Does it live up to its popularity, to its fame? Heck yeah, it is absolutely worth it for me. Oh my god, this plant is gorgeous. They're still pretty pricey. I don't recommend buying it now, although I did buy it for myself, and that is because this is an investment. I see it's an investment. Every time I'm buying plants, this is for my YouTube, you know. This is so I can show you guys in person. Shut up. But anyhow, number 6 is this Hoya Madara Snow Angel. Okay, so we are back. We're switching it up a little bit because we ran out of lighting where we were standing earlier, and now the sun is over here and we need to kind of follow the sunlight at the moment because we don't have any other additional extra lighting at this time. So that being said, we're gonna continue on with our top 10 Hoya favorites for the month of September, and we are at number 5. For number 5, I literally just picked mine up like a few minutes ago because I picked it up in my Hub, which is a delivery service here in Bay Area, and it is owned by Plant Loving Company, I think, but I believe they do offer it to other shops like food shops or something like that. But anyhow, we use this service to deliver our plants locally. So we drop it off to our closest hub, which for me is like 5 minutes drive, and then it's gonna get picked up by the delivery service and it's gonna deliver it to your chosen hub, and you're just gonna have to pick it up yourself. But it ensures safety for your plants because these are plant people, you know, they know what to do with your plants and whether it needs to be away from the sun or in a room temperature, stuff like that. Anyhow, so I did get it and it is, oh my god, I'm blabbing too much. It is the variegated Hoya Chinghungensis, and I have 2 pots because this was from a purge, like a very fast-paced purge that happened in our group, Bay Area Hoya, and I wasn't sure if I got this this plant, the bigger plant, so I went ahead and purchased the little tiny one. It's just for $10 anyways, just to make sure I get a hold of one because I really love my regular Hoya Chinghungensis, one of my favorite Hoyas for sure, favorite trailing Hoyas, that is. I'm very excited to finally own the variegated one, the inner variegated one. And this is extra special because look at this strand. This strand has a double layer, seems like. Normally, the leaves would be like this. I mean, the stem would look like this. So just a set of leaves, set of 2 leaves. But this one, for some reason, it's very compact and it's very full as a single stem. I am so stoked. Look at that. It looks like Godzilla's backbone, you know, like not backbone, what do you call that? Fin, that back fin. Oh my gosh, doesn't it? Look at that. It is so cool. I just thought it's so cool. So yes, this is gonna be bushy in no time. I'm so excited. These varieties do well in my environment. I mean, I have 2 varieties, one large form and the regular tiny form, and they're doing well. They're doing fabulous, as a matter of fact. So now add this in the collection and oh my god, I'm a happy camper. I'm a happy Hoya head. Holy crap, it is gorgeous. It is so cute, and that's right, immediately made it to this month's top 5 even because no choice, we're on 5th already. I'm very excited and I can't wait to give you guys an update about it. I know they're very fast grower as well, so yeah, so I'm pretty sure by the end of the year it will be trailing fabulously, you know. Just to give you guys a little bit of background about this plant was first described back in 1974 as Dischidia actually, and later reclassified as a Hoya in 1995. It comes from the cloud forests of southern Yunnan, Myanmar, and Thailand, where it thrives in cool, misty conditions. The species is known for its tiny, fuzzy leaves and clusters of white star-shaped flowers with a soft pink center. But variegated form makes it extra special. Streaks of cream and green that collectors dream about. I do. Care is all about balance. Bright and direct light, I know. Consistent moisture in a well-draining mix, and moderate humidity, which makes pond the perfect candidate for this, I think. So too much light will scorch the leaves, too little will fade the variegation. So it's really up to you on how you want it to look like, you know. Anyhow, beautiful, very cute. I love it. I cannot wait to grow it into a bushy, trailing, beautiful specimen. That is the goal. Hoya Chinghungensis Variegata. Number 4 is another mainstay pretty much in this favorites video, and that is no other than my Hoya Carnosa Freckles Splash. And it's no longer blooming, but it's getting ready to once again. Look at those buds. Wow, they are juicy. And there's another one up here, and there's another one up here. So in no time, it's gonna have 3 clusters of blooms. 3 clusters of blooms again, which already have been happening all summer, and it hasn't stopped. Oh my god, I cannot believe this plant is as gorgeous as it is. I did not expect it to be this easy to care for as well. So splashy. The silver splashes are unbelievable on this plant. Really is very satisfying to watch it grow. Look at the top. Oh my god. It is non-stop. It is so full. It's due for a repot. Is it? Yes. As you can see, this one also does not mind very much to have its feet or roots sitting in the reservoir. So I think I'm going to repot it soon, but I'm going to wait for these blooms to mature and show its beauty one more time before winter hits. And yeah, I'm going to repot it. Very beautiful indeed. Again, another plant, another Hoya that is going to be on my top 5 always. Because of how easy it is and how beautiful it is as a display. I just think it's wonderful. You know, the silver splashes are spot on this plant, in my opinion. And I do have, I do have a few propagations available. Also, that's going to be in my Hoya sale that is happening very soon. Again, if you don't follow me on Instagram, now it's probably a good time to do so, because I will make my announcements on when these Hoya propagations are going to be available for you guys. Especially for my viewers, for my subscribers. And yeah, so they are going to be priced very low in the market. So yeah, don't forget to follow along and come back for more information. I will make sure to make an announcement about it on when and where it's going to happen. I'm very excited because I have been curating my plants that are going to be available for you guys for a while now. So that means they have grown. They're no longer just cuttings. They have growth. They have extensive root system. I am so excited to show them to you guys. Anyhow, continuing on to what number are we? Number 3. Oh my gosh, we're at number 3. And I'm like thinking which one's gonna do. Oh my god. Okay. So number 3 is no other than this cutie patootie. Oh my gosh. This is the Hoya Callistophylla Chibi. Chibi is not an official name, I believe. So Chibi means little in Japanese, and this clone is a compact small leaf mutation of the Hoya Callistophylla. The mother species is a Borneo native with famously thick, heavily veined leaves. The Chibi form keeps the drama but shrinks the leaf size. Super duper cute on a trellis hoop like so. But oh my god, this leaf right here is the most current, the newest leaf that it has. And as you can see, it is extremely large compared to the rest of them, which I don't mind at all. You know me. If you know me, you know how much I love my big leaves, and I cannot lie. I love my veins as well.
Nani?
But look at these. Oh my god, it is the most adorable. First of all, how about these tiny leaves? These tiny leaves are, oh my god, they're like little tortoise. Oh my gosh, it is so cute. Look at that. Holy crap. And look at the size of that compared to my 2 fingers, right? And now we're gonna go to the big one. Holy crap, look at the size difference. My whole palm. What? Look at that. That is just incredible. I am obsessed. I cannot stop talking about this plant. If you've seen my Instagram post, I've featured it. And then the only time I know I post very rarely on Instagram lately as well, because I'm very busy. But oh my god, I love this. I love it so much. This one started as a 1-leafer right here at the bottom, right here. And I'm gonna insert photo of what it looks like right here. And this cutting was from Sam's Hoyas at Instagram when he had his purge. And oh my gosh, thanks Sam. This is indeed such a gem. I cannot believe that it is so beautiful. Yeah, I am obsessed. This one is in Cocoa Corp and Perlite mix, okay, because that was the mix that it came with. And then I added a little bit of my own Cocoa Corp and Perlite mix because it needed it to be repotted and have a stable trellis. I didn't have the heart to remove it from the substrate because it was doing so well, and it's already, look how it's grown its roots down in the reservoir. And again, another plant that does not mind sitting its roots in the reservoir. So I do not feel the need to transfer it into pond because it is already in self-watering anyway. And the main reason why I love pond is because of its self-watering capabilities. But if this is pretty happy with this, I'm not gonna touch it. I'm gonna leave it alone. I want it to keep on growing so I can chop and prop it and share it with you guys because I love you all. I want to add it to my Hoya sales. All right. So once again, top 3 is yours truly, Hoya Chibi. For number 2 is this gorgeous, look at how long it has become. Oh my gosh. Look at how long it has become. This is the variegated Hoya Yingjiangensis. The Yingjiangensis species was first described in 2015 from Yinjiang County in Yunnan, China. Botanically, it's cool, large, bell-shaped flowers and a single-flowered inflorescence on a deciduous peduncle. The variegated form we see in collections is horticultural, not part of the original description, but it makes the beautiful foliage pop absolutely beautiful and very, very fast indeed. Holy crap, I've already propagated this a few times and I've already sold them. That means I have already profited from this plant. Another plant that is profitable. I think not everyone has this yet, so it is a great investment piece because I'm about to propagate it again because they're very, very fast. And since propagating it, it already split it into two, so it even tripled in size actually since the cut. So I'm not like torturing it, you know what I mean? Like I'm helping it out grow more basically. So I highly recommend it. Another one, I know I've said it many times in this channel, and that is because I want you guys to have the nice easy-going Hoyas in your collection right there. Oh my god, similar to Hoya polyneura and the growth habit and care as well. Actually fairly thirsty compared to other Hoyas, and I've talked about the flowers that this one have. I haven't seen it in this plant yet, but that is the current goal actually, to see the bloom, to hopefully mature it enough to actually bloom for me first before it gets another haircut. So yeah, top 2 is the Hoya Yingjiangensis Variegata. And for top 1 for this month's Hoya top 10 Hoya favorite is no other than my Hoya Chinghungensis Silver. Can you take a look at that? Oh my gosh, it is gorgeous. The silvery and splashes on it is just spot on. I cannot believe it's incredibly easy to grow as well. Very fast growing indeed. I've only had this for, how long has it been? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna show the picture, the photo and the date when I received this, because oh my gosh, again, Cactus and Exotics did it again. This is from them, and oh my gosh, this plant has just been a major source of happiness in here because look at that, it is getting ready to bloom in many peduncles and buds that are growing at the same time. I think there are like 5 or 6, and it's gonna be its first bloom. Actually, it tried to pop its bud before twice, and they just blasted. And yeah, so I have been wanting this to finish blooming already because as you can see, it is due for a repot. I just circle it around to itself because I don't want to bother it just yet. I really wanted these blooms to push on and to mature and to actually happen, because so I can share it with you guys. And I promised a few friends that I was gonna give them cuttings of this one as well, and I'm getting ready to propagate it as well so I can also sell them and get my money back as well, because it wasn't cheap back then. All right, but I can already see that I'm gonna get my money back in no time, and that is after we get to witness all the blooms. I am definitely going to share that one, so follow along. I'm going to feature it for sure because I've been waiting quite a while now. But anyhow, Hoya Chinghungensis silver. Here's what I know about this plant so far. It is named after the Chengdao district in Chiang Mai. This plant circulates as Hoya species Chinghungensis silver. Think thick leaves with a silvered wash speckling. It's likely a local form selection rather than a formally published species, so expect variation from between sellers. Treat like a thick leaf Hoya, bright light, let it dry a bit between waterings, all that good stuff. But anyhow, mine is in pond and it loves it. Very consistent with the reservoir. Like there's always water in the reservoir. It's never drying, but not too much water. Like maybe one third. And this one also has its roots sitting in the reservoir and it doesn't mind it. Sometimes Hoyas don't like to be touched, or most plants, they don't like to be bothered. They don't like getting repotted all the time, constantly. Surprise, you guys, before we end this video, I thought might as well add this on because the blooms actually popped open yesterday. One cluster opened up and it is this one right here, and it still is going strong right there. And then today, two more, actually three more clusters. The other one is not fully opened yet, but here's another one. There's like 4 buds or 5 buds that are still not open yet, but that's freshly opened. And another one on the top right there, and as you can see, it's not finished as well. And this one of them is popped open. If we're lucky, we're going to see it pop live in 3, 2, 1, boom. Nope. Just kidding. Sorry about that. But oh my god, I am so happy. We did it. It's a success. I am so happy. Oh my gosh. Hoyas really bring me so much happiness, you guys, and I highly recommend this one for sure. Look at that. I cannot wait to see all these blooms blooming at once. I wonder how long it's going to hold it, each umbel. So hopefully for a long time. Oh my god, look, this one has some sap, some nectars like there, and some people do lick them. I don't on mine because I use systemic sometimes and you'll never know. So I don't recommend doing that when you use systemic or other pesticides. Anyhow, the scent is a sweet old rose, very similar to jasmine. Yeah, it's like a sweet flower scent. Nothing very special, but definitely could fill up this whole greenhouse. When I opened it this morning for the first time, I definitely noticed a sweet scent, and I knew it was coming from this plant, and I knew because more of its blooms probably opened. And oh my god, we did it. Gorgeous plant. Look at that. Just the foliage alone is already a winner, right? And then adding all these blooms popping all at the same time is incredible. It's such a treat, you guys, and I'm happy to share with you. And I'm going to propagate it soon, so we're gonna test it out, how fast of a rooter it's going to be, how fast of a grower it's going to be as a propagation. So yeah, I am very excited. Follow along if you want a piece of this beautiful plant. follow along with my journey and all of my social media platforms. And yeah, that's it. Yeah, so proud of this plant. And that concludes our top 10 Hoyas for the month of September. Oh my god. Let me know which one is your favorite. You can only choose one. And yeah, let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell down below so you'll be notified when my future video drops. Again, thank you all so much for continuously watching my videos again and again. I appreciate every single one of you, and I hope to see you in my next videos. Bye!